What's up everyone? My name is Zach. Quick video today about how I prepared for the MCAT, specifically on test day. So the way this video is going to work is first I'm going to talk about what I did in the morning before my test, and then I'm going to go over everything that I ate and did during the actual test itself. Finally, I'm going to roll some drone footage at the end. So let's get into it. Morning of the MCAT, what did I do? So I woke up at 6:30 a.m. The test started at 8, and the previous day I had already driven to the testing center and even walked through the building to find exactly where the test was gonna be. So I knew that it would take me about 25 minutes to get there. So I could wake up at 6:30, eat a light breakfast. I had some oatmeal with peanut butter and honey, which is my go-to. I left at 7 and got there about 7:25, 7:30. In the car ride there, I actually didn't play any music, and I did a mindful practice where you repeat affirmations to yourself. And so, you know, those could be whatever you want. It could be like, I'm prepared, I'm ready, I'm confident. Even if you don't necessarily feel those things, if you say them over and over and over, you will start to feel them. You don't want to leave any room for negative energy in that morning. I also chose not to listen to music in the morning because I didn't want like different songs stuck in my head. Also, like different songs can trigger different memories from random things. It could be whatever, you know, whatever memory, but I wanted to be all my memories focused on the MCAT. So I chose not to listen to music in the morning. That was my personal choice, but whatever works for you. Some people have like a study theme song that they'll listen to over and over while they're studying, so that when they listen to that song again the morning before the test, it'll trigger the memories of them studying specific things. So that could also work. Anyways, so I got to the testing center. I got there at 7:30. I was actually surprised a lot of people were already there. So I was like number 10 in line, which I was kind of like, what the heck? Like, why am I, you know, what? Like, how is everyone here early? So I would actually recommend maybe even get there at like 7:15 for your test, because people are gonna show up early, and they actually started letting people go in and start taking their tests. So I had to wait in line. I sat in the waiting room for 30 to 40 minutes, and then I was able to start around 8:10. So I definitely recommend, like, if I could go back, I'd get there about 15 minutes earlier, just because then I could have gotten started earlier and not had to wait in the waiting room. Once I was at the test, so I started the chem physics section. I took a bathroom break. I took all the breaks, by the way, and I strongly recommend you take the breaks. When I take each break, I also wanted to get my body physically moving. So I literally would I went to the bathroom, and then I'd do jumping jacks, and you know, just kind of to get myself warmed up again and get my body moving, the blood flowing. That really helped me stay focused and get ready for the next section. So after the cars section, I had lunch, and this is the key thing here. So when I was taking practice tests, I noticed if I ate a very carb heavy lunch, for example, if I ate like 2 or 3 sandwiches, which was usually my go-to for lunch, I would feel very tired going into the bio section. So I actually switched to eating a salad for lunch, and I specifically got the one from Starbucks that is like the high protein salad, because protein is going to keep you going in terms of energy. You're going to have sustained energy, whereas carbs will be quick energy. Also, if you eat too many carbs, you can get what people kind of call like a food coma. Same thing with too much fat. So I would eat something high in protein, low in carbs, because it's not going to slow you down, but it'll give you sustained energy. So for me, that was the Starbucks salad. I ate that. I drank water. I drank water during each break. I wanted to stay fully hydrated. That doesn't mean I was like chugging water necessarily. I wanted about 10 ounces of water in between each section, and that would give me perfect timing, because then I'd have to go pee right as I was finishing up that section. That's just my body. Again, I tested all of these things while I was taking practice tests to figure out how my body worked. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention, caffeine intake. So I don't normally drink coffee or take really many caffeine sources, but I took pre-workout in the morning because I know how my body handles pre-workout, because I use it for my workouts sometimes. So I actually took pre-workout in the morning around 7 a.m. That got me really hyped up. I knew I was gonna have to pee, so I wanted to take it earlier in the morning so that I could go pee before I started taking my test. Yeah, the pre-workout definitely kicked me into high gear really fast. I think one thing I regret, if I could go back, is actually bring some more with me, or bring some, honestly, like you could take pre-workout, or if you don't want to do that, like drink caffeine, honestly, drink coffee. But I wish I had brought some coffee or some sort of caffeine stimulant to take after the bio section, because that's when I crashed. And I think like that was my biggest mistake, was not having something with me to keep me going for that last section. Because if I had easily taken like, you know, just like another half scoop of pre-workout or half a cup of coffee, I easily would have powered through the psych section. But it had already been 6 or 7 hours since I'd had some caffeine, so that will definitely help. Again, test all of these things during practice tests. I had already tested pre-workout versus coffee. I preferred the pre-workout. So like, test these things through. Make sure that your body is responding how you want it to respond to anything you're putting into it, food-wise, caffeine-wise, water-wise. That will set you up for success in the test. You don't want to be taking tests and like, you know, just pause, because you can pause a practice test whenever you want. So you don't want to just be like pausing it whenever and going to the bathroom. Like, you want to simulate as if you're in the actual test, because you're not going to want to pause that test during the real test, because you're going to be losing testing time. So definitely simulate that for you as much as you can. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments or on Instagram, or however you want to reach out to me. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, subscribe if you're new, share it if you found it helpful, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.